DoMa Sports Talk worldwide with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Hey y'all, happy holidays. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little bit under the weather. We ain't gonna even talk about it because damn it, this year was one of them years I was constantly something was wrong. But hey, we going into a new one, so let's see what happens, right? So I'm gonna do something I normally don't do. Y'all know a lot of things, DoMa Sports Talk we don't do here. Like we don't ask people to like, we don't ask people to subscribe, and I don't engage much, right? A lot of times I start at the beginning because, things that when it's not coming from a good place, I don't got time for it. And a lot of times over the internet, things are not coming from a good place because people don't have to be held accountable for what they're doing, right? And so therefore, I'm not going to be wasting my time. Anybody that knows this knows damn well I ain't even made money from this, right? So therefore, I'm going to keep it real. There's no agenda here. There's nobody, there's nothing I'm trying to say to get money from this or for anything else, right? It's just going to be real. It's going to be an opinion, and it's definitely going to be coming from a good place. And when I think that things are coming from a good place, then I might react. This time I will. Something I don't do. One a subscriber, I think, or somebody who comes in pretty often, at least that's what they say, is a Demetrius Andrade fan, which means, we brothers now, right? And but is a Tyson Fury fan, and was kind of upset that I go in on Tyson Fury because I think Tyson Fury is a scumbag. Now, Tyson Fury started from zero, right? And I make that pretty clear. But when you constantly do things, right, then at some point you'll be held accountable because if others are not doing it, right? So I think Tyson Fury has cheated on several occasions. So people that are into a Tyson Fury or a Donald Trump for that matter seem to have this thing where they ignore what they do. And with Donald Trump, we know why that is. Take all the racist things that Donald Trump says away, and people would all of a sudden wake up from their trance, right? When you talk to fans of that man, most of the time it's not about any of his policies and things like that. Then they can't answer questions. And so we know what time that is. And so we ignore all of the crimes, right? But we say we like the Constitution. We say that, the rule of law, protect the people in blue. But every time somebody does something wrong on that side, right, and we want to have them be held accountable, they get death threats, okay? Which means America's under attack because of something like that. We want something like that to rule the free world, right? And so that means you're out there. You're damn near a cult member. And you don't become a cult member. What do we say here? Don't do what everyone does. Do what's right. You know damn well in your heart what's right. You were given that from whatever you believe in, a God or the cosmos or whatever you believe in. But damn it, we were given certain things. We know what's right and what's wrong. So going back to Tyson Fury, I'm only reacting because I know this is not about race. The guy is a Demetrius Andrade fan because of his boxing style and things like that. And I'm a Demetrius Andrade fan because of his boxing style as well. But it's pretty much also a Negro League fighter, right? A fighter that doesn't get their just due, right? And, Demetrius Andrade is one of those who's been treated real bad by the boxing community. And so, I gravitate to that because it's not fair. Same thing I do with Deontay Wilder, Louis the Real King Kong Ortiz, Devin Haney, Terrence Crawford, Guillermo Rigondeaux. Those are people that, we know damn well that they're great, but we just keep coming up with stuff, right? And so that's how that is. But this is a little different. When you're a Tyson Fury fan, people are saying, that he didn't cheat against John McDermott. Well, what you need to do, and do it, because I'm taking the time to tell you to just do it, right? Listen to John McDermott's interview. He's given a few interviews about their second fight. And in their second fight, John McDermott possibly could have won the first fight, whatever. Everybody gets into close fights. But in their second fight, John McDermott explains what happened with the gloves. the gloves that Tyson Fury wanted to have with less horsehair in them or whatever, where it's close to being, bare knuckle. And all John McDermott was asking is, can he use the same gloves? And you check it out. What John McDermott says, not DoMa, not any John McDermott fans. What he said, he was not allowed to use the gloves that Tyson Fury wanted, that he was going to use. And Tyson Fury and them even said that they would sue him if he uses the same gloves that Tyson Fury uses. Okay? So that's what happened there. Christian Hammer, that fight doesn't take long. Just go to Tyson Fury versus Christian Hammer and watch the first 3 minutes. And watch the referee be disgusted at what was wrong with Tyson Fury's gloves. Something with the thumb. Right? So they had to stop the fight. The fight couldn't start on time because of Tyson Fury's gloves. Okay? We know he comes from a bare-knuckle family. So he's done with that. So the referee for Steve Cunningham, right? And unfortunately, his name always, you know how you get certain names that you can't remember? Can't remember his name. But go to the Steve Cunningham fight, and that referee is a black guy. Same referee that refereed Mike Tyson versus Lennox Lewis, because he got on my nerves in that fight. I'll never forget it. He got on my nerves. It looked like he was going for Tyson Fury or something. For Mike Tyson or something, because he was kept messing with Lennox Lewis. That guy, Cotton, Richard Cotton, something Cotton, it was his name. Rest in peace, because he's passed away. His interview about Tyson Fury after the Steve Cunningham fight. What does this man say? He doesn't have anything against Tyson Fury. He says he's the worst guy that I've ever had to referee. Right? That's how much he cheated in that fight. Right? So you put being dope for cocaine, which we're going to kind of let go to the side because that's a recreational drug. But nandrolone isn't. Lying about you getting nandrolone in your system from coming from a wild boar, an uncastrated wild boar, and then we find out later that that wasn't even true. The infamous Carefoot, what was his name? Martin Carefoot? Right? The 70-year-old man who Tyson Fury said that's where they got the wild boar from, says, I never had wild boars. Said, once I tried to tell the truth, people from Tyson Fury came here to basically tell me, shut up or something going to happen to you. A 70-year-old man. Now, you can listen to all of this and still like the 6'9", 270-pound behemoth. But I'm not. I don't roll like that. That's way too much information. And everybody in the whole planet is not lying on this guy. Wake the hell up. Right? Now, it's obvious we're just a difference of opinions. And so we can have difference of opinions. But certain facts, everybody, I don't care who you like. If I had those kind of facts against a Joseph Parker or against a Deontay Wilder, then I would register those facts and act accordingly, no matter how much I like them. If I had those kind of facts against a family member, then that family member would have an issue with me. Do you understand? Right? That's the difference. Justice is important. Trying to do what's right is important here. Right? So that's where the issue is. So yes, you could be a Tyson Fury fan, but you can't act like none of these things happened. They did. Tyson Fury doesn't even have a British license, for crying out loud. He fights in Britain on a international license. Because basically, I don't know what the BBBOC is doing in the UKAD, but, what suspended means suspended. They should be like, nope, you ain't fighting on British soil. But for some reason, he was able to fight. Who was it? He's fought a couple of times on British soil since not having a British license. I think Chisora was on British soil and someone else. Had 2 fights in Britain since then. But at the end of the day, there's too much. Now, if Tyson Fury didn't have these things going against him where, he's obviously cheated and showed some scumbag behavior, I would probably like him too. Because I remember, I don't watch WWF, all that wrestling stuff. But I remember growing up and, even young adult, I would like to watch the lead up because those guys talk some good smack. The lead up to it. Oh, and then I watched the walkout because I remember I used to love watching the Undertaker walk out. Okay, that was the coolest walkout you ever gonna get, right? But the talking before, whoever was talking, you know, the smack talking, the lead up, the fights, okay, they're staged, so I didn't, you know, you can't never really watch those. But the lead up, and Tyson Fury is great at talking smack. So I would probably like that too, even if I didn't really like him, but I would like the fact that he can talk some smack. But when you're talking about sport, right, I don't like anyone who kind of like cheats or get on that line. I'll give you an example for NBA. NBA, right, has become a league where they basically took the defense out of the league. Now, I don't know if you're in the NBA, but that would be like if you was a soccer fan and all of a sudden soccer games are always 7-6, 9-8, and stuff like that. And you'd be like, I don't know if I really like that. I like soccer games as 3-1, 3-2, and stuff like that, because you're traditionally. So in basketball, I'm the same. I have no problem with a game that's 90-88 or 85-89. Because we're letting people play defense. You got games now in regulations that's 130-128 in regulation because they're letting all these people shoot damn three-point shots and you can't defend them. Irks me. Then they're giving people fouls and 3 free throws. Barely got touched at the three-point line. Got people running through the lane, just swinging their arms all over the place, asking for a foul, like James Harden. That's a hard watch for me, even though he's a great player, but I don't like how he plays, because he plays to the rules that they've made, which is not a slight on him, because hey, do what you got to do, right? But it's just the way he plays. He goes through the middle and swings them arms up and all that stuff to get those fouls, and it's a hard watch. Then he comes to the Los Angeles Clippers, which I was gonna go for this year, big time. And he comes there and messes it up, but hey, they winning, and you know, but it's a hard watch because I don't even like to cheer for the man, because I don't like cheating styles. He's got big men now doing the swing through. Shoot, big old Joel Embiid, bigger than everybody in the league, swinging through when he goes through to get fouls when he takes a jump shot. Tatum for the Boston Celtics can't go through the lane without swinging through. Everybody does it now, right? And so I would say go back to, if the offensive player initiates contact, we don't give a damn how. But we're going to stop putting handcuffs on these defenders. So what my point is it's consistency here. You know, it's about fairness, and it's about sport. It's not about boxing. This is sport in general. The same things I complain about in boxing, I complain about in any sport. I might get back to that because this has got to become too much boxing instead of sports talk. So we'll get back to that probably in this year. But I just wanted to address this particular guy because I know it's not about race. It's about, hey, he likes some Tyson Fury. And hey, you know, if Tyson Fury wasn't doing all this cheating and scumbag behavior, I probably would too. Now, when it came to championship fights and you're fighting somebody 60 pounds lighter than you, then I'm going to probably be going for the lighter guy. But, you know, as a whole, when Tyson Fury talks smack, come on, you gotta love it, baby. You know, but yeah, I hope that's what's up. Everybody, happy holidays, y'all. This is a little bit of a different video, but I felt I wanted to address that because at some point, you know, you want to let people know, hey, here's the foundation here. If it's fair, we're down with it. If it's not, we're going to have an issue. It's really that simple, y'all. DoMa Sports Talk, worldwide. And I'm up out of here. Happy holidays again.